Yo, welcome back to the Destination Unknown Dude channel. What you got for you today is just sitting here thinking, rainy day, rainy afternoon. It's 5:20, July 13th. I'm sitting here wondering, what would make a billionaire continue to work after they've reached $1 billion in net worth? Why would they keep working? I mean, you got a president that's supposedly a billionaire. He keeps working. You got these tech moguls. They keep working. Why keep working? Do you honestly not have something better to do? I'm nowhere near a billionaire. I ain't working. Why? Because I don't have to anymore. Why would you keep working? Is that your life? Your life is just working? No. And, you know, probably to you guys, it's obvious that you don't keep working. But I ran the numbers just because I was curious. So let's say you got $1 billion. You're on the lowest possible threshold of being a billionaire. You're like the scum of the billionaires. You're barely there. You're one penny over a billion. Scum of the earth, the lowly billionaire. You're not a multi-billionaire. You're just a lowly $1 billionaire. And yes, there's a duck in my chicken coop. If you look closely, you'll see it. The neighbor got 5 ducks, and one of them came down here, and so we herded it into the cage, and our kuya managed to find 2 more. So 2 are still missing out of the 5. We got this one for the night. Anyways, so you got $1 billion, and you're thinking about retiring. So using the 4% rule of withdrawal on your billion, how much is that a month? That is $40 million. No, I'm sorry, $40 million a year. $40 million a year, 3.33 repeating $1 million a month. And you're telling me that you're a billionaire and you want to keep working for some reason, or you want to be president for some reason? For what? For what? Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just go off and enjoy your life? You're barely going to be surviving at 3.3 repeating million a month. I don't know how you're going to manage. It's going to be home cooked meals of beans and rice, trying to survive on that 3.33 repeating $1 million per month, 40 million per year. That's ridiculous. I don't know how you'd make it. That's cruel and unusual punishment. I can't even imagine. We're talking about wealth that you can't even wrap your mind around, that kind of wealth. But we can understand millions, and 3.33 repeating million per month. I can understand that. I can wrap my mind around that. That's buying one premium yacht per month and then taking it to the Haulover Inlet in Miami and sinking that bitch just for kicks. And then going the next month and then somehow surviving on the 300,000 you have left, the 333,000 you have left, because you spent $3 million on your yacht. So you only have 333,000 to last the rest of the month till you can buy another yacht with your with your 3 million to go sink that bitch at the Haulover Inlet. You'd be a freaking legend. Sinking all your yachts at the Haulover Inlet with your 3 million and then just struggling to survive the rest of the month. You could make a movie out of that. The struggle to survive the rest of the month on $333,000 because you accidentally sunk your yacht in the Haulover Inlet. He barely survived. He probably had to get a chopper to come pluck you out of the water. That'd probably take a hit out of your $333,000. But man, that sure is fun to think about. You gotta be some kind of idiot to be a billionaire, or even close to that, to be a billionaire and still working. What is wrong with you? What an idiot. The smartest guy in the room to make that money, and then the dumbest guy in the room to not enjoy it, to keep working, not sell that business or sell that whatever. Just retire. Just quit. And somehow survive on 3.33 repeating million per month. That's a hell of a life. Just thinking about that, you know. It's amazing what we can justify to ourselves, or what we can do to ourselves. You got to keep the ball rolling. You got to keep the greed train running. Keep the status quo. Keep working. Be like Steve Jobs and die before you should, because you're working all the time. Didn't have enough sense to just shut it down and go on home. Go do something better with your life than run a business. It just blows my mind how stupid some smart people can be. All right, y'all. Well, anybody wants to see my struggle with $1 billion, feel free to send it my way and I'll make a movie about it. My struggle with my 3.33 repeating million per month, how I'm barely gonna make it. 40 million a year, somehow finding a way to survive, and I'll even give you that $1 billion back after I enjoy the interest, the 4% interest off of it. I'll even give you that $1 billion back in 20 years. I'll hand it right back to you. Probably be worth more than that at that time, using the 4% rule. I'll give you that $1 billion back. Let me just hold it for a little while. You don't even have to give it to me. Let me just hold it for a while. I'll throw it in the market. S&P 500. I'll take my 4%. And that 3.33 repeating million per month. You won't miss the $1 billion. I'll give it right back after 20 years with interest. And I'll enjoy the hell out of it, and it'll make a nice little film. Because you know I'm such a videographer here. I was born to film, born to edit videos, but sure would be fun. Feel free, contact me. My contact information is on the channel. Throw me that $1 billion and I'll make it work. Somehow, some way. I'll suffer through. All right, y'all, have a good one. Like, comment, subscribe. Destination Unknown Dude out.